Those that gathered at the Parliament building for the discussions represented the Office of the Ombudsman, Transparency International Rwanda, the National Public Prosecution Authority, the Rwanda Investigation Bureau, the National Police and other institutions involved directly in the fight against corruption. Take the traffic police, for example. No policeman or woman receives bribes directly. They tell people to put it in a certain location and then pick it up later. In the justice sector, it is the same. People make jokes about it, saying corruption has now evolved into the cashless form, just like everything else, part of the government's policies. In the southern province, during a court hearing, someone asked if the judge had been given medicine. When others accused the individual of implying that the judge should be bribed, the judge defended that person, asking how medicine has now become a bribe. With officials from the Rwanda Investigation Bureau noting that crimes investigated in 2018 and 2019 increased from 987 to 1,092, there is little doubt that corruption is on the rise again, and better coordination between institutions is being seen as vital. Go to the prison at Mageragere and see if you can find even one person under provisional detention while their case is ongoing, a person with means. You will not find even one. It gets to the point when everyone admits that the person in question really did commit the crime, just like the prosecutor general said. Some of them we even catch red-handed with the money and everything, and judges do not dispute the evidence, but they say there is no reason the defendant should appear in court while in custody, and they are bailed out. That is when witnesses become discouraged, after such people have been released and they stop cooperating. It was agreed that the justice sector should change the way it does things. They make rulings on 100 cases on corruption, yet 90 return with claims of lack of evidence. That evidence was compiled by investigators and prosecutors. What sort of judge refutes such evidence? Maybe it could happen once or twice, but 90 times, just 10% of cases stick. Shouldn't all concerned institutions sit down and analyze the problem? If that is the way things are, it would be better if they were removed. Also present was the Auditor General, and he told those gathered the alarming news that in 2018, only 33% of the national budget was used according to the Constitution, with public tenders worth 26 billion Rwandan francs lost, with corruption swallowing 136 billion Rwandan francs in the country. Leaders in parliament observed that despite this, Rwanda has made great strides in fighting corruption in the last 26 years, though more obviously needs to be done. It is clear that certain development projects and policies meant to benefit local communities have continued to struggle because of corruption. Rwanda's development objectives cannot be achieved if people still tolerate corruption. All efforts to fight corruption must be based on mentalities and perceptions. Ingamba zo kurwanya no gukumira ruswa zigomba gushingira no ku myumvire. The discussions were organized by parliamentarians, part of the forum dedicated to fighting corruption.